Everybody, what's up? It's Michelle and I'm wearing a tie-dye shirt today because I'm so summery. So for today's video, there's flies everywhere. It's like 80 degrees out and I'm just not feeling the weather. So yeah, and also look at my hair. Look how bad it looks. I have like a big old bump right here, but that's why I'm like this tall, because I'm trying to hide it. So anyways, the other day I was looking through all of my videos and I found my Fujifilm Instax Mini 7S review video. I watched it and I literally hated it so much. I was about to delete it, but I was like, no, girl, memories. So I'm not gonna delete it, so I didn't. But I wanted to redo that video because the camera quality in that video was just so disgusting and horrible. I looked like a ghost and disgusting. So we're just gonna redo that video with a little more information because I watched it and I didn't tell you guys that much info on it. And the video was super long. So don't blame me if this video is also very long. There's just so much information on this little camera that I try to fit in the whole video. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about my Fujifilm Instax Mini 7S, aka Polaroid camera. A lot of people don't like when you call them Polaroid cameras, and if you don't like it, then go away. Just exit out of this video, but don't forget to subscribe. So this camera is pretty compact. It's really tiny and cute. Literally, if you go on Tumblr, everybody has these cameras, as well as Instagram. If you don't know about this camera, you're probably living under a rock because everybody does it. So yeah, this camera is a instant camera. So when you take a picture, boop, comes out of here. Here is an example of the picture. This is a very bad picture. It's my son that fell asleep. I don't know. Saw her like that, but that is the picture. So basic things about this. Let me just show you the whole overview of the camera first. It isn't that long. Like, it shouldn't. Yeah. Anyway, so this is how it looks. Here is the viewfinder. Obviously, what helps you look through the camera. Right next to the viewfinder, you'll have your little flash right there. The tip about the flash is that it will always go off. There's no way you can turn it off. There's no setting to turn it off. And something that people always do is they actually put tape on the camera so you won't have to see the flash go off all the time. Because people do cover it with tape, and I don't like that. I don't know why, but just, yeah, no. These are the little exposure dot thingies which let the light in, and they actually make you, they kind of put like a little filter on your camera, and that's kind of what helps this as well. So don't ever cover those up when you're taking a picture. I don't know why you would. I don't know if you're going to take a picture like this or something, but just don't touch it or anything. And then you have your standard lens. Now, I'm not going to get all techie because I don't know anything about tech, so I don't really know what range or whatever this camera lens is. So the way to turn it on is you kind of just pull it out and then it turns on, and this kind of opens up. It's kind of like a point and shoot where you see kind of opens that way. So super cool. And then just turn it off, kind of just push it. So then going on to the top, and I have to actually turn on the camera for this part because it will not work without it being on. Here are your settings, and I'm very sorry, but the camera just doesn't want to focus, so you're probably not going to see this right, but there is a house setting, a cloud setting, a sunny setting, and then a super sunny setting. These basically just put a filter on, and they kind of determine how far the flash is and how like bright it'll show up. So that kind of helps with the whole thing. And then right next to it, you have your little picture slot. So this is kind of just where the little picture comes out. You guys can kind of see that. And that's basically it for that. And a thing about this camera that people don't like is that it is battery operated. So you do have to put batteries in it. But I actually prefer this over it being charged, because if you are out somewhere and you can't plug something in, that's horrible. So I think batteries are so much better. And I've had this camera for about 2 years and I'm still using it for now. And the batteries are still the same ones that came with the package. So these work pretty good. And this one actually takes 4 AA batteries. And they have these little tabs right here where you kind of pull them out and then your batteries come flying out. But I'm not going to do that because I did that. This is like the 3rd video I'm making. And I struggled all 3 times with those batteries. So that's kind of it. And then right here you have your little strap. This is the strap you get. The strap will always come in the color that you get your camera. So my camera's white. The strap is white. And the strap is actually very complicated to put on. And the kind of thing I don't like about this is that you only have a right-handed strap. and us left-handed people are left alone to die. Not really. You kind of created a little loop there. So that's kind of how you put the strap on. Then last but not least is the back, and I kind of just doodled on it, so don't mind that. So here is the viewfinder, the same thing that is in the front. Then you have a little grip here, which is for your thumb, because when you hold the camera, you hold it like this, and it kind of works. And then right under here, you have what determines and what tells you how many pictures you have. Right now, I don't have any in there, which is why it's telling me S. I don't know what it stands for or anything, but when you take that picture, it should start counting down from 10, like 10, 9, and so on. And here is what basically tells you if you have film in there. If it's yellow, that means there's film. If it's black, that means there's not. And it's also just like a warning thing to not open this, because when you have film in here, you're like not supposed to open it, because then it'll burn it out and then you can't use it anymore. And here is where you put your film in. So this is just like the little film door. Something that people always seem to have a problem with is when they put the film in, they take the first picture and it comes out black. And if you guys know how to read instructions, you guys will know that that is actually just a sample picture, so you don't have to worry about it. It's just what kind of protects the film. So that one's supposed to come out first, and then you can start counting down from 10. And that is basically it for the camera. Now I'm going to show you guys an accessory that I actually have for my camera. I got it off of Amazon, not sponsored, but I got it off of Amazon. And this is the thing. I don't know which company I bought it off, because it wasn't like the Amazon company. And it works pretty good, and I think it looks super cute, especially if it's black. The clear wasn't really like satisfying me. That's why I actually spray painted it black, because I had spray paint and I was like, hey, whatever, right? So you're obviously supposed to take off the little strap, but here is the camera when it looks, or how it looks with the case in it. So now moving on to film. Film is probably the worst part about having this camera, because it costs money. Yeah, guys, I know. Since this is an instant camera, you will be needing to buy film every time that you take a picture. So every time you buy a film cartridge, it's $20 for the film cartridge, and there's 20 pictures in it, so it's kind of $1 for every picture that you take, which is not like that cheap. So you want to keep in mind that you don't want to be taking pictures like everywhere you go, kind of just for like special occasions. Now let's move on to the price of this camera here. This camera that I have, which is a 7S, ranges from $50 to $60. And I got it at Walmart, so it came in a bundle. The bundle came with 10 packages of film, which was perfect. I loved it. I definitely recommend this camera if you guys are looking into buying it. You guys can make so many memories with this camera, like taking pictures and stuff. And it's super cute just to like have and show off. I mean, yeah, I know. That is basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoyed me making like a re-upload of this, because I hated my last video of this. And if you guys, like I said, are looking into buying this camera, definitely recommend it, because it's super good, and I don't know, it's just super good and super cool to like memories, you know. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I make videos every week. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye guys!